All right, let's dive right in. We're going to crack open the absolute essential lessons from Max Landsberg's classic, The Tao of Coaching. And in just the next few minutes, we are going to distill some serious wisdom into a toolkit that can make you a better leader, a stronger teammate, a real coach.
You know, it all kicks off with this brilliant quote from Henry Ford. Now, he was probably thinking about factory efficiency, but he accidentally stumbled on the single biggest challenge of management. You don't just manage tasks, you lead people. And cracking that code? Well, that's what this is all about.
So that gets you thinking, right? What if Ford's problem wasn't a problem at all? What if it was actually the solution? What if the real key to unlocking amazing results is to stop asking for hands and start developing the whole person? That's the big idea we're digging into today.
So let's start with an idea that might feel a little provocative. We tend to think of coaching as this purely selfless act, right? But Landsberg makes a great case that there's a powerful and completely valid, selfish reason to become a fantastic coach. First, though, what do we even mean by coaching? It's not about being the boss who has all the answers. The absolute key phrase here is helping them to help themselves. It's a fundamental shift. You're no longer the source of instructions. You're the catalyst for their own breakthroughs. And here's where that selfish payoff comes in. And it's awesome. When you help other people get better at what they do, you can delegate more effectively. Boom, you just created more time for yourself. Your team starts getting better results way faster. You build stronger connections. And honestly, work just gets to be a lot more fun. This isn't just a soft skill. It's a legit strategic advantage for you. Okay, so that all sounds great, but how do you actually do it? Well, this brings us to the very first and maybe the most important tool in our toolkit, and to see it in action, let's follow the story of Alex, a new manager, who's kind of at the heart of this book.
We've all been there. Alex has his first big, important project, a report on the ice cream market, and he is completely and totally paralyzed. He's got the data, but he is lost. He has no idea how to structure it. Now, watch the two different ways people try to help him. First, you have his boss, Bob. He's the telling boss. He just swoops in, rattles off a ton of confusing instructions, and disappears, leaving Alex even more lost than before. But then you have his mentor, Sarah. She uses the asking approach. With one single powerful question, what's the most extreme statement you can make? She helps Alex find his own way. And the result? Alex doesn't just finish the report. He gains confidence and learns a new skill for himself.
So here's the one thing to try. I mean it. The very next time you're about to give someone advice, just pause and instead ask one really good question that helps them think it through. It is a complete game changer.
Asking great questions is the start, but you need a way to structure a whole conversation so it actually leads somewhere, right? That's where our second tool comes in. It's the brilliantly simple GROW model. So let's fast forward a bit in Alex's career. He's a leader now, but he's got a new problem. His team meetings are a total disaster. They're chaotic, nothing gets done, and frankly, they're a waste of everybody's time. Sound familiar? This is where GROW gives you a roadmap. It's a simple four-step journey. You start with the G for goal. What do we actually want to accomplish here? Then R for reality. Let's be honest, what's really happening right now? From there, you brainstorm O for options. What could we do? Let's get all the ideas out. And finally, you land on W for wrap-up. Okay, what will you do? What are the exact next steps? It takes you from chaos to commitment.
And that's exactly what Alex's mentor does. He doesn't tell him how to run better meetings. Nope. He just walks Alex through the GROW model, and by doing that, helps Alex diagnose his own problem and create his own plan. So Alex doesn't just get a fix. He learns a repeatable process for solving problems.
Okay, our third and final tool really takes things to the next level. It's about recognizing that one-size-fits-all coaching just doesn't work. To be truly effective, you need to tailor your style by diagnosing two key things: a person's skill and their will for any given task.
This is the question every single leader should be asking themselves constantly. Are you actually adapting your approach, or are you just using your default style, which might be helping some people, but totally holding others back?
This matrix is your cheat sheet. Let's say you've got someone with low skill but high will. They're super enthusiastic but don't know what to do yet. You guide them. You help them build their skills. What about someone with high skill but low will? Your expert who seems a bit bored. You don't micromanage them. Your job is to excite them. And for that superstar who's high in both, your job is incredibly simple. Delegate and get out of their way. And by using this matrix, Alex completes his transformation. He stops being what the book calls a people leader, a manager who just burns people out. Instead, he becomes the kind of leader who builds a genuinely high-performing team, all because he's finally giving people the specific kind of support they actually need to win.
So let's bring it all home. These tools aren't just about managing projects a little bit better. They're about something much, much bigger. They're about the kind of legacy you create as a leader.
So just remember your toolkit. It's 3 simple things. First, ask, don't tell, to unlock solutions. Second, structure with grow, to turn conversations into action. And third, diagnose skill and will, to adapt your style to what's truly needed. Mastering these 3 ideas is the absolute foundation of great coaching.
Because in the end, your legacy won't be about the reports you wrote or the deals you closed. It's going to be about the people you helped grow. So, there's really only one question that matters. Who will you help first?